white women because you're going to see how many white women still voted against their own best interests. This is not going to just be an I told you so. This is going to be the last straw breaking for me when it comes to white women. Politically, no white woman is to be trusted. I've tried to do the things that other creators want to do and reach across the aisle to y'all and try to extend an olive branch, but just like y'all fucked us over with this Roe v. Wade bullshit, y'all have yet again shown us that you only see your power in your whiteness and not your womanhood. However, and y'all want every other race of woman to rally behind you based on your womanhood. Because we all have to be in this together, right? White women have never been powerful for being women. Your whiteness is where your power is. Other races of women had to find power in our womanhood because we were denied access to power based on our skin color. And please understand that your whiteness only has power in it because white men gave it to you. In yourselves, you're weak as fuck. And if you didn't make white babies, these white men wouldn't see it for y'all either. White men propping y'all up on this pedestal, making y'all the standard of beauty, making y'all think that you're such a damsel in distress that they have to rescue all the time, is nothing more than white men knowing that they need y'all to keep making them. If it wasn't for the fact that they can't make white children with other women, they would cut y'all loose and would have done it centuries ago. And yet y'all have the audacity to get on the internet and try to tell women that they need to work alongside y'all trifling asses because y'all fuck up and then y'all require the power and support of every other race of woman because the white men in your community will not help y'all at all.
Hello lovelies, welcome to today's episode. This black woman left no clams. She's trying to tell us more about the white people, the way they will choose to vote against the other people's life to protect their system of white supremacy. There is a lot. Let's get to hear her very well. Drop your thought in the comment section, then we'll come back with more commentaries.
And when I say work alongside y'all, what I really mean is we do all the work and y'all take all the credit and benefits from all of that labor for nothing. The way y'all played us in Texas, the way y'all played us in Georgia, after sitting on this app not even 3-4 months ago, screaming from your rooftops about how y'all need to work alongside black women, how we need to listen to black women because we don't know what we're doing when the entire time, like I said in that first stitch, y'all know exactly what you're doing. You're not voting against your own best interests, you're voting to protect your white privilege. We see each other. Oh, and please miss me in my fucking comments, doing what y'all are doing in other people's comments, talking about, well, I tried. Oh, well, you can't speak for us and tell us what we're doing. How are you speaking on white women? Ain't nobody been spending more time staring at white women and figuring y'all out than black women. If anything, us and y'all white men are the ones that got y'all clocked more than a motherfucker. Oh, y'all gassed Beto up in Texas, right? On social media, at least. You gassed Stacey Abrams up on social media for the public to see. But then when you got into that private polling booth, you took off your BLM bio and put on your white hood. Let this go as my declaration of divestation, bitches. Seacrest out. In case y'all didn't know it already, racism is America's default setting. And it's proven every time white America works so hard against things that would only make it better for them and everybody else. White America has historically and even to this day worked so hard against its own best interests simply because anything that could have helped them was connected to somebody black. The way y'all will vote against your own best interests, work so hard to dismantle things that would only have spared you the grief that is your healthcare system right now is very telling. Because the fact that Obamacare was called Obamacare was no accident. It was just better healthcare for you and everybody else. Which could have spared y'all a lot of the grief that you're going through right now in Georgia. But all over the country as well. Because your need to hate us causes you to screw yourselves over. Look at critical race theory, which is nothing more than accurate American history, no longer being edited, redacted, and whitewashed by the colonizer. The majority of you people arguing against it know nothing about the concept. You don't understand how it would be implemented in a K through 12 lesson plan in any way. None of you read the books that you want banned, but because Tucker Carlson and your Facebook bigoted groups have told you that this is bad and it's connected to black people, you're running for the hills and doing everything that you can to pretend to cry in front of a school board meeting to stop it from happening. America is so racist that the racism of the racist isn't even seen as racist because it's so natural to be this way towards other people that it's not even seen as racism. Racism has to be so violent and extreme to y'all for y'all to even acknowledge it half the time. And even then, you want to see the whole video first. America is so racist that you enjoy the carnage of the racism. Even when you're disgusted by it and shocked and appalled, you watch the whole thing and then rewind and play it again. America never conquered a single savage. It was colonized by savages. We honor dead enslavers. Y'all sit there, break bread, and have a nice meal to celebrate coming to this country and brutalizing and taking the lives of thousand upon thousand of indigenous people. And then, mind you, y'all do the same thing with lynchings, having picnics. What is it with y'all trying to have a nice meal while people are losing their lives? And then celebrating it after the fact? Like, what's wrong with y'all? What used to be considered minstrelsy is now y'all's version of appropriation. Appreciation. Instead of gathering up the good old boys, getting in the pickup truck, and taking out a whole town of black people, now you just call it gentrification. And I've been telling y'all this about men, about white people, about this country for years. And y'all don't want to listen because you hate hearing the truth. Y'all are the ones out here that need to believe that these white men don't want things to be the way that they are and that they just need to learn differently. No. America was founded on the enslavement of black people, on the genocide of indigenous people. White women had no rights. Children were being raped. Children were being married off to old white perverted men. When they said they wanted to make America great again, this is the again they were talking about. And please don't be surprised when y'all wake up Tuesday morning and these same people go out and choose violence at the polls. They have seen the world change and they don't like it. And they are going to weaponize all of the fake privilege that they have really given themselves to guarantee that they get their way again. And what's going to really have y'all gooped and gagged on Wednesday and Thursday when y'all start seeing the breakdown of all these poll numbers and who voted for who is how many black and brown people helped these motherfuckers do it. Y'all are going to be out here making the same videos you made attacking white women because you're going to see how many white women still voted against their own best interests. As if white women have ever voted for their own best interests. Y'all don't like me. Y'all don't like my option because I tell y'all there are only two that are viable and would work. But because it's not something that y'all are prepared to do, you rather try to change the hearts of people that are heartless. You rather change the minds of people that are all of one mind. You know, like Legion. And I'm not telling y'all not to go vote. It's imperative that you do. Because they don't want you to play Jumanji with them. Because they know that if they keep you in the jungle and never let you roll your dice, that you ain't never getting out of it. Rich white men in this country, in politics especially, are doing to America what Elon Musk has done to Twitter. You've been warned.
White people need to learn how to challenge authority instead of challenging minorities. Okay? Now wait, listen. White people have this innate need every time there's a black person, Latino person, Arab person, person of color who says something that they either disagree with or feel like they disagree with or feel like they are the anomaly outside of that group of things that the person of color is talking about. They're just like, no, you're wrong. No, you're wrong. No, you're wrong. Or what about this? Or what about me? Or how about this? But I'm just like, y'all have all this energy towards a minority who says something that you don't like, but when it comes to an authority figure that you don't like and they say something wrong, well, it's just like, oh, it's fine, or oh, they didn't mean it, or oh, I'm sure they were saying something else, or oh, just ignore that altogether, or oh, I have no power to change that, or oh, I don't know. It's just like, what do you, it's just like all these, y'all give every excuse in the book for an authority figure. But when it comes to a minority, you're listen, don't take this wrong, but like this is why the word Karen came to be. It was birthed out of white people, white women specifically, feeling like they need to exert their authority over people of color. And that's what it is. It's like, I feel like white people, they have, and I heard this from White Woman Whisperer, she was talking about how white people have authority, like they always feel like they're the father to the father or an authority figure to the authority figure, and they feel like inherently in their hearts that they are an authority figure to people of color. And so they feel like they have this divine right to correct people of color whenever they feel like a person of color is wrong or needs correcting. But they feel like because there's always this hierarchy in life, that whenever someone that they deem as above them, their parents or their grandparents or the police or the government or God, that is telling them to do something that they don't believe in, or that they do something that they think is wrong, they still have to do it because they cannot challenge authority. And that's why they also get so upset when people of color push back on them, because inside of them, they see that as someone who is in a position of less authority pushing back on them, the authority. Are y'all listening? White people, y'all don't know it, but you have this inherent feeling inside of you that you are a authority figure to people of color. Like, that has been ingrained in you all since the reception of the United States of America, is that white people are the authority over people of color. Like, that y'all have always been placed on top, and from a political, financial, economic, like social standpoint, you all have always been placed literally legally given the authority over people of color. And that culture has never went away. It has went away on paper, mostly, kinda, but in practice and in reality, it never went away. And so a lot of you have in your minds, even though you don't know you have it in your minds, but you have it in your minds that what you think and what you feel and what you have to say is more important or more authoritative than the person of color who is speaking, because you are. Because you do, because it is. Like, whatever you have to say, you just genuinely with all your heart feel like it is more important or more legitimate than a person of color. And that, I'm not gonna lie, pisses me off. It pisses me off because, like, I talk about racism a lot on the page, and so the amount of white people who come into my page, especially this, I'm never gonna forget this post I made about blonde hair being racist, and every single white woman in all of America came into my page to tell me I'm wrong. And I'm just like, how can you as a white person tell me as a black person who has studied history, studied racism, studied socialism, studied public health, studied population, studied all these things through the lens of racism? How are you gonna come and tell me that I am wrong about racism? Someone who has experienced racism, a black woman who has experienced racism on many occasions in her life, covertly, and any other kind of way, you're gonna tell me you know more about racism than me. And so, and the excuse is that they feel like I don't know about what they like. Like, you're just like, oh, I like blonde hair because blonde hair is, I just prefer that. I just prefer my hair lighter. And it's just like, but when I ask them, why do you prefer that? Where did that belief that blonde hair is more pretty or more beautiful, where did that belief come from? They're just like, it just is. You don't question your thoughts. You don't question your beliefs. Don't question where a preference came from. You're thinking too deep. Now you're too woke. Now you're too woke. Now I'm the woke friend. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna just leave that there. I'm a little traumatized from that post, I'm not gonna lie. But that is what it is white people love challenging minorities, but they cannot for the life of them challenge authority. Think about it.
Black people are gaslit time and time again. But the one trope that gets on my nerves the most is the one where white people are like, well, why does everything have to be about race? You all make everything about race. I'm colorblind. I didn't even notice that person was black. You all focus on race too much. Honey, you invented it. You invented these tiers due to skin color. You didn't even allow for people to receive health care unless it was attached to employment because of race. Our laws are built due to race. The way that you all implement shit in this country is due to race. Who we decide get certain jobs and political careers is due to race, even to this day. And you have the nerve to gaslight black people asking, why does everything have to be about race?
because now we are pointing out all the things that y'all made about race. And when we point it out, you tell us, why are we making it about race when, baby, it is because of your deficiencies and mutations that we are even here today.
When you try to hear this black woman, the way she's talking a lot about white supremacy, all those hidden truths some people fear to talk about, when you try to hear very well, the way she started addressing white women, the way they never had the power if it was not for white men who been there encouraging them to do each and everything. When you try to hear the speech of this black woman, she's trying to tell us more. You need to fear this some white women. They are very dangerous. They've been sitting there. They gave them power to do whatever they want. Even during slavery, those are the people who harmed a lot. All those people were enslaved because these white women were the one who spent more a lot of time with these slaves. No wonder they've been passing through a lot in the hands of them. But also this time around, when you try to hear, before this administration came back in office, majority of white women came out to vote for this, which is happening right now. They knew very well they want to bring their white supremacy. They never care about the other people of race. They would choose to vote against their lives more than to see other people enjoying their vote. This is what really happened. This is how they came back in office. These white women were fighting forth and back to make sure that this system of Make America Great Again to come back in office no matter what. Now see, these are the same white women who are coming out everywhere on social media asking people, come and help us. We've been scammed with any food. They lie to us. You don't like someone because of the skin of their color. And yet when you got in a problems you brought by yourself, you wanted these people to come and help you. Does it even make any sense? This is what we've been saying, that this time around, the black people are not foolish. They are not those people you've been always sitting there thinking that you are going to use them as granted. It's not going to work this time around. No wonder when we're talking about white women, when we talk about racism, look everywhere. Most of people who are causing all of these sort of things, see Karens. See each and everywhere in your neighborhood, in your area. Karens are a lot. To the extent where you buy expensive cars, these women will come after you, ask you, where did you get the money? We've been working hard like you. Why? Always black people, are you progressing? We've been seeing these women always saying, we are jealous of you. We are jealous of the way you are, the way you are created, your physical appearance, each and everything. Now, when we are talking about these things of racism, these the things which cause all this some white women to have that power. Because if you have a husband which is always there to back up, you will feel that confidence to do whatever you want. That is what is making this racism keep rise up each and every time on this land of America. This is what is caused a lot of people to always think what is really happening. Who is going to stop all these sort of things which are still happening on this land? When we are trying to see some people who come out to say something like this, don't think that it's easier to talk about it. When we see this brave black women came out to say, let's enough be enough. You people, we are done with you. We are fed up with you. You've been taken as granted. You thought that we don't have enough knowledge to see what is really happening, but we see you, what you've been doing. Even on this next election, we are going to see a lot of white women came out to vote against their rights, to punish other people. This is what it may happen again this coming election, because whenever white women are, they will make sure they will make each and everything worse. Because whenever these white women are, they will make sure they will take decisions which are going to affect the other people. That's how most of them are. And when you try to ask them, what are you doing? You could think twice before you get this decision. Most of them, they don't even care to hear something like that. They just want to do whatever please them. That's it. Either they are going to suffer from it, either they are going to gain from it. They don't care. This is what is really making this life so hard. This is what is making a lot of black people keep saying, you white people, what you've been doing, all your secret, each and everything you planned to go against us, each and every policies you brought in a place to harm us. Don't think that we don't know. Imagine these people came out to vote out Obamacare. They wanted the Affordable Care Act. But after they discovered they've been lied, they are all the same. That's when we started to see them crying. Because you thought that Obama is a president of color. You don't want him. Any policy, anything talking about him, you want to vote it out. You don't want anything to enjoy about what he brought in place. You just want to take it out. Now see, you are losing Medicare, you are losing health insurance, you are losing food stamps, you are losing all those things which has been there for decades to help you because of that hatred, that your heart of racism, because you just wanted to punish other people. You don't want to see them have peace. You don't want to see them progressing. You are just each and every time to check on them. What are they doing? What are they planning? What are they going to do? See what is really happening. Guys, let me know what you think today's episode. Drop your thought in the comment section. Thank you for watching. See you in my next episode. Bye.